What's going on, everybody? Bulldog Gaming here. Welcome back to the channel. A little bit different scenery for a Friday. I'm actually still rolling. I'm on my way to Norman to drop this one off and then grab an empty and drag my happy camper butt home. It has been a very long, dreary, wet week. I do have to get on my soapbox a little bit. And I hope that this message gets out and gets around. Because yesterday was such a bad day, traveling wise, for me and for other motorists. And I told you all that coming up, I'm going to do a 3-part mini series or a 3-part series to lighting. And, lighting for nighttime travel. What the pros and cons of what's better than something else via the price for driving at night. Well, it's kind of tripped me up yesterday. Well, it didn't trip me up. It kind of ticked me off. Still along I-49, 49th Street as I call it, when I talk to some of my trucking buddies. And they know what I'm talking about. So it's a little bit of a story time. So I'm cruising along I-49, 49th Street. It is just raining to beat the band. I mean, I've been in heavy rain off and on all week. But when I left Joplin to go make my delivery up by Sedalia, Missouri, I drove in a light misty rain. It started around Nevada, Missouri, and then it just steadily got heavier. I mean, it was to the point, I was on the phone with Twitch, and it was to the point where I was down to 40 and 35 mile an hour. Not because of the rain, but because of traffic. And so, being in the traffic, I started looking around a little bit more, paying more attention to what was going on in front of me and to my left and to my right, but not what was going on behind me. And so I started watching traffic a little bit, and I noticed how many people were running. No headlights on, no lighting whatsoever. We're talking cars like the one that's going by us right now, commercial vehicles. It just floored me that there was so many people out in this heavy rain with no lights on. If I would have had a PA system that was loud enough to scream at these people to tell them to turn their dang lights on, I would have. I had one car, I was up near Harrisonville. I had one car come diddy-bopping up beside me. Didn't even know it was there because of how hard the rain was falling. I could see the other vehicles because of their headlights looking at my mirrors. But this one vehicle in particular rolled up beside me. I didn't know it was there, and I almost came over on top of it. A silver, we're talking nickel silver Nissan. I couldn't tell you what model Nissan. They came up, and I turned on my turn signal and started coming over because I figured there was nothing there. As soon as I look, I double check and triple check before I move over. And I just happen to look in my lower mirror, and all of a sudden, there's a car that wasn't there. So I stayed where I was until they safely passed, and then I moved over into the middle lane because the outer two lanes were so inundated with water ponding on the road. We were down to 20 mile an hour, and we were pushing waves of water. No, I did not record it because it is unsafe to record during that kind of situation. But yeah, it was wow. Another situation was I was on US 50 headed towards Sedalia, and the water was so bad in the right-hand lane, I was down to 15 miles an hour, and I was flooding out cars in the left-hand lane. Literally, they were drowned in water because I was shooting rooster tails and waves at that slow of speed. Again, running in the rain, vehicle come up beside me, no headlights. Had tail lights on, no headlights, no front marker lights, nothing. It aggravated the pee-pee out of me. So, I get over to Sedalia, I make my delivery. I leave Sedalia, I make where I made, leave where I made my delivery, and I'm going to go, I'm on my way to Lebanon to pick up my load. I'm already an hour behind. I'm actually 4 hours behind schedule because of being kept to save a load. So I'm cruising down US 65, going down to the route that I'm more than happy to run because I know the ins and outs, I know the curves. And that's another subject that I'm going to cover one of these days. It's called complacency. I got complacent in one of the sections. I'm so used to running it at night that I just did like I normally do when there was no traffic. Well, I get up to this little town that you can go 65 miles an hour through. Two vehicles pull out in front of me. Got a little road ragey. But I caught myself and took a drink of coffee, and I took a hit off the vape. I took another drink of coffee. I looked at my mirror. I looked ahead. Oh, passing zone. As soon as I hit that passing zone, I went around them, and I drowned them with water. Not the smartest things to do when you're running empty in the rain when you've got ponding on the road. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, why are you telling us all this? So maybe hearing it from me, hearing what I've gone through yesterday, and you know somebody that just so happens needs to hear. They could have been that car. They could have been the two people that pulled out in front of me. It's all in perspective. If you want to drive, and you want to drive like an idiot, that's your prerogative. I don't have a problem with you running like an idiot, driving like an idiot. But when you drive like an idiot and you're around me, given the chance, I will go smooth off on you. I've had too many close calls, too many near misses, going down a road that I'm fed up. And this is where I'm going to lay it out. And hopefully, this gets passed around and gets shared to the people that really need to hear it. Had another situation. I was on I-44 or 44th Street. So if I ever refer to an interstate, I'm going to jump subjects real quick. If I ever refer to an interstate highway as a street, like I-44 or 44th Street, I'm talking about the interstate system. It's just old trucker lingo that I've always talked that way. So don't mind me. Neutral lane is actually crazy. So I'm cruising down 44th Street. It's towards the end of my day, the end of my run, the end of my hours. Keeping an close eye on traffic because we're slowly coming out of the rain. As you can see, I got blue clear skies. I have not seen the sun or blue clear skies literally, as of last night, 5 days and 13 hours. So yeah, it weighed on me a little bit. So, I'm watching the clouds, I'm watching the sun. Not looking directly at it, but I'm watching the sun. I'm watching it change the sky different colors. And something in my gut said, look to your left in your mirrors. So I did. I looked to my left. I looked at my mirrors. Lo and behold, I had Mr. Stupid Guy in a Nissan Altima with Texas tags decide he's going to hang out. Now, mind you, it's still raining where I'm at, but I can see the sunset. I can see it on the horizon. He has no lights on. I can look right down in the driver's seat. He has his cell phone in one hand, and he has a Starbucks cup in the other. Okay. Yeah. I got livid, screaming at my window, telling him, "Just get away from me, stupid." It's all I could do. That is all I could do. Again, if I would have had a PA system, I would have told him, "Get away from me, stupid." Put down the coffee, put down the cell phone, quit driving with your knee, turn on your damn lights, and go down that damn highway. No need to hang out and my nose up. So, yeah, it just irks the pee out of me when people do stupid crap like that. Now I'm trying to get around neutral lane, so I can get out of his way, and I can get on down the road and do my thing. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Safe travels, y'all. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If it's the first video you've seen, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell, get the notifications when I put out a video. I try to put out some sort of content during the week, ramblings from the truck, whatever, Pardon me, had to clear my throat there, and I have no mute button on this one. Give us a like, give us a comment, say howdy, say where you're from, and as always, safe travels, and we'll catch you on the